Welcome guys to another video. Today I want to take you through my upper body strength session 8 weeks out from my second half Ironman. Now my current training split is 3 strength sessions a week, 2 runs, 2 swims and 2 bike sessions. So it does mean I have to be very diligent with the amount of volume I'm putting in my body to make sure I can recover in between sessions so I can keep pushing my body in different disciplines. So last week I had some minor surgery on my upper back, removing a cyst. So it meant I wasn't able to lift last week. So this week I've got a 8-week prep that's going to take me all the way up to race day. So it started out with some tempo bench press. Now I'm a big fan of starting out strength blocks with some tempo work, mainly because you get to really grease the groove of the movement. You get to work with lighter weights but still challenge yourself to a high capacity, and you can really learn that movement pattern in case it's kind of fallen out of check. Now I paired the bench press with some single arm dumbbell rows, so I was really getting a good horizontal push and pull superset to get a nice big pump in the upper body. I'm a big fan of supersetting opposing muscle groups like chest and back, quads and hamstrings, biceps and triceps, just to kind of save time, and also you get a massive pump and neither of them really affect the other exercise that you're doing. So it's a really nice way of getting some additional work in without causing too much stress that will impact your main strength pieces. Now I followed this up with some vertical push and pull superset, which was a seated behind the neck barbell press with a lat pull down. Now with the behind the neck presses, as I've kind of reintroduced this movement and it's been a while since I've done it, I started with my grip a little bit wider. Having my grip a little bit wider just means I have a little bit more room to go behind my neck without causing my shoulders to be pinching. Now if this is a new movement to you, I definitely would start light, start with an empty barbell or even a PVC pipe, and start with like a snatch grip, so start quite wide. Being in a nice wide position just gives you the ability to kind of work your way in as you kind of feel more comfortable and gain more mobility through the position. Now with the lat pull downs, I was thinking about getting a real big squeeze into my lats and kind of controlling that way back up. Something I think about on the way back up is releasing from my elbows. So I'm kind of thinking about scooping my elbows forwards as I'm coming up to really think about lengthening my lats and getting a nice big stretch. Now after that, I went into my final bicep and tricep superset, where I had some single arm dumbbell preacher curls straight into some easy bar pullover extensions. So that's a little bit of lats and some triceps. Starting with the biceps, here I'm focusing on getting the fullest range of motion as possible. So getting right to the end position, thinking about squeezing my triceps at the bottom and getting a nice controlled contraction on the way up. I'm also thinking about pulling myself into the pad. So I'm really pushing my armpit down to create a lot of stability at my joint so that I can really focus on the squeeze as I'm curling the way up. And then with the lat pullover extensions, what I'm thinking about here is a bit of a 4-stage movement. So I'm thinking about lowering the bar down to around my face. Then I'm using my elbows to stretch back behind me. So I'm getting a stretch into my lats. And then I'm thinking about pulling again back through my elbows to get the weight up and then pushing the easy bar up. So this is a bit of a hybrid of a push and a pull exercise, but I really feel it in my lats and I feel a really good contraction in my triceps as well. Now, is this better than a traditional, say, skull crusher? I wouldn't say so for some tricep specific exercises, but when you're trying to do a lot of bang for buck exercise and trying to get the most out of the least, this is a really nice exercise to get a really good lat and tricep contraction. And then a nice finisher of 2 sets to failure of some dumbbell loo raises, basically like a lat raise, but you're going all the way up overhead. If you can get your knuckles to touch overhead, amazing, but no chance today with a bit of a pump in my shoulders and my lats. So the first 4 exercises a day were hit for 8 reps, focusing on a good quality tempo, so a bit of a slow negative and a slight pause in the bottom position. Then the bicep and tricep exercise were for 10 to 15 reps. And then the loo raises were just 2 sets to failure. So to make sure that I can keep working at a decent intensity at both my strength and my endurance, I just have to make sure that I'm managing my fatigue from these sessions and they're not going to impact me too much going into my endurance sessions. Obviously, if I'm going to go swimming tomorrow, my upper body will carry a form of DOMS, so it may mean I struggle to get my arm overhead as comfortably, but once you're in the flow, you should be fine. So it's an interference effect that I'll happily take, because at the end of the day, I've got to train based on my schedule and when I have available to do certain training sessions. So to make it as efficient as possible, I do try to say combine upper body and swimming together, lower body and cycling together, but sometimes that's just not possible. And the main thing is that you're getting the work done. When you are training for strength and endurance, you're probably not going to be optimal at both, but you're getting pretty good at both. Now, I hope today's video gave you a bit of an idea on how you can train your upper body if you're maybe combining both strength and endurance. And if you did enjoy the video, don't forget to subscribe. Be sure to like the video. I'll see you in the next video.